us to the home of the Marquette Golden Eagles, Fiserv Forum, and we cannot begin the madness of March until we sort things out here in Milwaukee. Big East basketball, presented by Jeep Grand Cherokee. Jeep, there's only one. Tonight, the Xavier Musketeers taking on the Marquette Golden Eagles. Greetings, everybody. Bob Rain, along with my partner, Jess Settles, and our crew here in Wisconsin. And Mr. Settles, we cannot talk about this matchup until we dial it back to the last one in December.
We've had some great matches this year in the Big East, but none more dramatic than when these two met the first time. Adam Kunkel saves the day with a buzzer beater. Big time shot.
Musketeers crazy go nuts as they win it in dramatic fashion, and they may need some drama tonight because, according to Mike DeSorcy, Jess, they are just on the outside, getting ready to look in. They need to punch that ticket.
A first-round Big East tournament bye is on the line. This is a must-win for Xavier.
We are on guard here in Milwaukee on Senior Night, National Marquette Day, and two of the best in the business in DJ Carton and Paul Scruggs. Starting lineup's opening tip is next. Big East basketball presented by Jeep Grand Cherokee. Jeep, there's only one. We welcome you back. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Fiserv Forum Big East regular season comes to a close this evening. Let's take a look at our starting lineup, sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee. Marquette going senior heavy on senior night. And for the Musketeers, it's Scruggs, Jones, Odom, Carter, and Fremantle. They miss Nate Johnson with a passion, trying to figure things out without their senior leader. Steve Wojciechowski, head man here at Marquette, 7 seasons, trying to get his team to play with a good taste in their mouth in front of some actual bodies here at Fiserv Forum for the first time this year. And Travis Steele, 3rd year, running the X-Men. Great recruiter, terrific coach. And just settles. There is a lot at stake here on senior night in Milwaukee. Xavier, get the dub tonight, and you don't play until Thursday in the Big East tournament.
Yeah, the fans know it, the coaches know it, the players sure as heck know it. This is a must-win for Xavier. They got to come out and have a better start than they did against Georgetown the last time out.
And Marquette, winners in 3 of the last 4. And on senior night, the seniors for Marquette select the jersey. They go with championship blue. Xavier in the traveling dark navy. Wiltshire with it to Scruggs. Everything runs through number 1. Working on the freshman Garcia. Twist, turns, and hits.
Just a big-time pro move right at the start. He can set up his teammates, but when he attacks the basket, there's nobody in the country better at that.
He put up 29 with 6 assists in that dramatic buzzer-beating win against Marquette last December. Obi McEwen, one of the seniors getting the start along with that man, Theo John. DJ Carton. He lives in the paint, but too much there.
Well, Garcia had the mismatch with Wiltshire, and they never got him the ball in the post. He's got to go down with the mouse in the house and dunk on that defense.
Colby Jones brackets up. Carton looking for the energetic start here for Marquette. He has been Mr. Second half this season. Kane, stutter step, and hits in the paint. The senior looking to finish with a flourish. Dribble drive, Fremantle, cut off by John. Jones, as Kane pushes him deep. Fremantle, baby hook. And nothing there. Good defense by Marquette on the interior.
Yeah, it's nice to see Fremantle, though, attack the paint. He doesn't want to settle for the three, even though he's great at shooting that. They've got to establish that post as well, and he's very crafty around the rim.
We mentioned the threes by Fremantle. He has upped his game outside the arc.
Again, Garcia has to get the ball down low with the mismatch.
McEwen tickles the twine on the pull-up.
He's been coming off the bench and bringing instant offense, but it's nice to see him get the start on senior night, and he can flat out fill it up.
Fremantle almost walked. Defers to Scruggs. On the drive, contact made there. And if Vinnie Johnson just was the microwave back in the day, maybe McEwen is what, an air fryer?
Well, Fremantle just a little bit late on that dribble handoff. You have to find the shooter, and perfect arch, perfect rotation, and it's good to see that one go down early for Wojciechowski.
In that December game in Cincinnati, McEwen thought he was the hero. Hit a three with the contact as John gets a swat. Nothing new there. McEwen. Whip pass in the corner to the freshman. Got it.
You're watching one of the top freshmen in the country. He has been incredible at both ends this year. So mature, and it's just not real fair when he steps out to the break. Golden Eagles rolling early.
Marquette +5 early on here in Milwaukee, Jess, and good D leads to the reward on the other end.
They're just so physical. Come over, the eraser, Theo John. You know about his physicality, and if Garcia's just going to step out and hit threes like that, that puts so much pressure on the defense.
Garcia had 20 in that game against these Musketeers in December. Wasn't enough. McEwen had 20 in that game. Wasn't enough. Marquette knows if they get a track meet with these Musketeers, they can answer. Right now, early advantage to the Golden Eagles. Steal. John on the break. And it's stripped from behind by Kobe Jones. Didn't see it coming.
Pretty good decision by John to hold up, but better play by Jones to get it out of his hands.
Fremantle swallowed up. Almost forced the turnover. McEwen was there trying to pick it after the double team came. Steve Wojciechowski, his team better prepared these last handful of games. It's ended with wins in 3 of their last 4. And timeout Xavier. Second TO burned by the Musketeers. Travis Steele trying to get his guys in rhythm. Final game of the Big East season. Next week, Madison Square Garden becomes the hub for all the action. And you can see things are starting to cement themselves into place. Still sorting things out here in Milwaukee. And, of course, big for Xavier. If they get the W tonight, then they're in action on Thursday. Otherwise, they play ball on Wednesday. And the timeout, Jess, wasted as Kunkel steps OB.
Yeah, just a little bit like the Georgetown game where they're just out of sync, you know, not rebounding very well, stepping out of bounds, picking up a few quick fouls, and they just have to find a way to turn this around with their defense and get out in transition and get some easy baskets.
Yeah, a chunky start here for the Musketeers. Garcia tried to feed Theo John. Xavier D interrupted it. Scruggs loads up. Kane clears and catches a Musketeer. Little facial there.
I talked to Steve Wojciechowski this morning. His #1 key to this game was not to turn the ball over, and they've struggled with that all year. And you just saw in that last play, just a simple post move, and ouch, that catches you right in the eye. It's a basketball play, just going to hurt for a second. We'll play on, but Marquette in the half court, Bob, got to do a better job of protecting the basketball. Gives them a much better chance to win.
See the early shooting here. Xavier not able to find the range, and already 2 TOs burned. Matt Driscoll with the whistle underneath. Foul going against the Golden Eagles.
Marquette foul number 4, Theo John, first personal, second team.
It's on Theo John.
Number 2.
A very physical game. Marquette as physical as anybody in the league, and that's a tough one, but again, a momentum-changing play. They get off to the fast start, and now you've got a couple possessions where you come up empty and you don't even get a shot off.
Boy, have the extra mouth guards ready tonight. Xavier. Just a bucket to show for the effort here. High pass to Scruggs. Jammed in the corner as McEwen. It'll stay with Xavier, but my goodness, suffocating Marquette defense. An appreciative bench as Paul Scruggs and the Musketeers looking for answers here in Milwaukee.
The Big East is definitely the toughest, if one of the toughest, if not the toughest conference in the country. And each and every night it's a battle. And I mean, there's been games like that every single year, every single night.
Don't believe Jason Carter? Look at the scores from earlier today. Connecticut over Georgetown. Villanova trailed by 20, came storming back, and then the Friars get him in the end with a buzzer beater. Creighton takes care of Butler, and St. John's taking down Seton Hall. Jess, you make your living, you made your living in the Big Ten, but this Big East Conference is matching them in toughness.
No question. Easily as physical as any league in the country. And Coach Steele was talking about this morning when we talked to him. He said, we've got to embrace the physicality. There are no plays off. You got to be as tough as Marquette. Right now, Marquette's been the more physical team.
Yeah, so we need to make things sticky. Muck it up. Join Marquette in the physicality department. That's a shot clock violation. Kobe Jones had to launch, had little time to do it. And right now, it's just the Paul Scruggs bucket, and that's it for Xavier. Marquette operating with Carton. Garcia, long, lanky, athletic, and the tip won't go the other way. Justin Lewis was hanging around underneath, trying to clean up the mess.
Great job by Xavier taking away Carton's left hand. I mean, he is so explosive going that direction, but you bringing back the other way, get the ball out of his hands, and your odds of a good defensive possession go up.
Carton's a lefty. Garcia's a lefty for Milwaukee, for Marquette. Fremantle, double up on the block. Stola, passing lane Kane. McEwen thought about it. Lewis did too. To Garcia, up strong and a foul. And the freshman from Prior Lake, Minnesota, as Fremantle, hobbling, wincing, trying to shake it off.
It's just amazing when Marquette doesn't turn the ball over. They run good half-court sets. They move the ball around the perimeter, and they get it inside for the high percentage shot. You puncture the defense. That's pretty unstoppable. It's just the darn turnovers that kill you, and that's a bad roll right there.
Oh, that was Jason Carter. I thought it was Fremantle who got tangled up in the traffic, but it's Carter. You heard him discuss the toughness of this league. Now he's trying to tough it out. Already without Nate Johnson for the rest of this campaign, Xavier can ill afford to lose any more key bodies.
What a luxury for Coach Wojciechowski that Garcia can go to the line and shoot it at a high percentage, 80%. And he's going to get fouled so much over his career. He just has to punish those defenses when they foul him.
Split him there at the free throw line. Marquette by 6. Again, that defense extending out by the Golden Eagles, making life miserable for the moment for the Musketeers. Scruggs. Cut off. Little jab step and knocks it down. Scruggs with 2 buckets. All 4 for Xavier.
Those are tough shots for most guys in the country, but that's that little Kobe Bryant fader that he has mastered. And right now it's just him attacking off the dribble. He's got to try to get other people involved, but that Marquette defense is suffocating.
Lewis, oh, easy pickings, and the freshman couldn't flush it. That ball pinballing in the lane. Pull-up hop won't go for Wiltshire. And it'll go the other way. Justin Lewis shaking his head.
Yeah, you talk about the turnovers. You might as well put that in the turnover category. That's just an easy layup. I don't know how he missed that, but it slipped out of his hands. But that's just been the way it's gone for Marquette sometimes this year. In these games they play so well in, they have a ton of turnovers, miss shots like that. It's hard to win.
Boy, and they're giving him a little pep talk over there. He's heated at himself. Missed a month of action. 7 games with an ankle injury. Still working on getting the sea legs back, if you will. Lost the handle. And then a quick foul there on DJ Carton to prevent the easy one on the other end.
Well, you can't play any better defense if you're Jones. You shut off the baseline to Carton. You help your teammate out on the big fella, and then you come up with the steal. I mean, I'm so excited about his future, but he likes the guard, and that was textbook.
He's the high IQ guy at Xavier. If you're Travis Steele, you'll take as many high IQ guys as you can get. They'll win you basketball games. Scruggs playing catch with Griffin. And now Scruggs drawing the attention to Kunkel. Oh, drive and dish and foul on the backside. Beautiful job by Adam Kunkel to get all the attention coming his way, and then finding Griffin on the other side.
I think every coach in the country would like to have Kunkel on their team. I mean, he's got the range, but just puts the shoulder down, gets to the baseline, and sets up the open teammate. I mean, this kid plays so darn hard every minute.
Griffin played last year at Division II Mercy College, where he was a rebounding machine. Toughness out of New York.
You just have to have guys in the Big East like that. You have to have the physicality, the toughness. Guys who aren't afraid to get on the glass.
Marquette lead is 3. McEwen. Garcia dangerous out there. And in the paint as well. As you can see.
Yeah, I mean, he can knock in that open 3, but if you're Xavier, you would like to have him hanging around on the perimeter. He's got to get into the paint just like that. There's just going to be no answer for him with the smaller lineup. Wiltshire can't handle him on the post.
Scruggs attacks and dishes, and same result for Wiltshire. Stepped OB.
It's kind of the same story as the first game, just Garcia showing his versatility, cuts with integrity. Everybody's watching the ball, and he slips behind the defense, and that's too easy.
And how about Theo John giving way to the paint for the youngster to get it done, providing the assist.
Big time pass.
(10-5) Marquette. McEwen tried to feed John and does. Theo John tied up. That's a Nice job by Dwan Odom. Not afraid, showing no fear, Jess.
Yeah, speaking of good defense, I mean, he sticks his nose right in the play. And if you're going to come and double like you really want the ball. And boy, that kid is tough. He's got tremendous athletic ability, can dunk it on anybody. But that's the toughness Xavier needs right now. There's so much on the line. They're going to have to win those 50-50 balls and make plays like that.
Lewis got stripped. And back the other way. Scrum on the floor here in Milwaukee as Kiki Tandy couldn't catch up to the leather. We got a timeout for Marquette. Yeah, it's getting sticky. It's getting messy. But the Golden Eagles lead it by 5. Musketeers struggling to score, just settles, but right now hanging their hat on their D.
And Colby Jones with the textbook defensive sequence. You move your feet, show your hands, don't put your hands on the ball handler. And this play's not over. This is the dribble handoff into the ball screen. Watch Jones away from the ball. Help out on the backside of the roll. You bump, you recover, and good things happen when you play great defense. That's an outstanding defensive possession by Jones.
Yeah, number 3 just laying in the weeds, waiting for the opportunity, and he pounced on it. Now the Musketeers, as they'll keep the basketball here, trying to turn that D into O. It has been a slog here offensively.
Just a totally different team without Nate Johnson to open up the defense, create more spacing. Right now, Marquette just plugging up the lane and staying in the gaps.
Saw Jason Carter giving that bike a workout on the sidelines, trying to shake off after the bumping and banging in the lane. Into the lane goes Dwan Odom to score. The freshman.
He's so powerful. I mean, he can beat so many guys off the bounce, and that's exactly what they need. Get physical going to the rim.
Lob, Kane catches, turns, hits. Kane didn't have it underneath, Jeff, so he just got some clearance to give himself a better look.
Very difficult pass. I didn't know where that was going, but an even better catch and move once he got it.
Kobe Jones honeycombs out. And DJ Carton in the paint, too deep.
Well, he refuses the ball screen, and when he turns the corner like that, he's almost unstoppable, and he'll rise up and put you on a poster, one of the most athletic point guards in all the land.
Long 3 launch there by Tandy. Carton tippy toes, and Marquette will keep it. And this was a concern by Travis Steele. He talked about this. Can't let this guy live in the paint.
Yeah, especially when they're running those ball screens at the top. It's so difficult to stop Carton, but just a quick refusal of that ball screen explodes to the defense, into the defense, and he's got to come right back with that.
Carton on the board. Marquette leads it by a touchdown. Kane into John. Theo, twist, turns. Here comes Xavier. Scruggs. Back up top, long 3. Brackets off for Wiltshire. Carton splits the D. 3, corner, Elliott, yes. Rattles it home.
Again, so many good things happen when Carton can get 2 feet in the paint. That defense collapses. It has to. Plays a true point guard. He's developed so much in that area of passing and finds his teammate and knocks it in.
The answer by Xavier. Kiki Tandy connects.
Tandy has that mid-range game. It's so sweet. I mean, sometimes he's off balance, but so many guys just shooting the 3 or taking it to the rim. He'll take a couple dribbles and pull up from 15 and stick it right in your eye.
Kiki not shy. Keeping Marquette within striking distance. Xavier trails it by 8. Garcia. Not this time. Odom on the push. And the distribution to the corner. Yes! as Wilcher knocks one down from the corner for the X-Men.
Oh, man, it's going to be fun to watch him over the next few years. I mean, such intensity and what a great skill set. But, Bob, I'm still surprised Garcia's not down on the box more. He's just so much bigger than Wilcher. But right now he's just hanging around on the perimeter, and Wilcher can handle him out there.
Foul called on Fremantle underneath. Watch the action on both ends here, Jess.
Yeah, hey, you want to play with guys who will find you in the shooter's pocket. I love Wilcher. That shot is pure. You got to find your teammates and pass them open. Big-time shots, bigger-time assists.
Dial it back. Wilcher had issues on the other side of the court. Flip-flop it over there where he stepped OB. Found some more breathing room in the other corner. Oh, look at the moves by DJ Carton. Again, attacking the paint, attacking the Musketeers.
Incredible. I mean, a trap out front. They had him corralled, but he stayed patient. Didn't give it up. And when the defense retreated, he just attacked. And, man, that's a tremendous Euro step.
Catch and shoot. Heat check there. Doesn't go for Tandy. And McEwen. Chuck Carton. Kobe surveys inside. Goes inside. Hoop wouldn't have it. Here's Scruggs. Not this time. Elliott all over it. To Garcia. And Scruggs got a piece of it. Disrupted the play. Marquette will reset. Elliott, pull-ups, yes. Marquette does not get flustered. Could have easily, Jess.
Well, they're the tougher team right now. I mean, they are relentless. They're coming to the glass. They're attacking the rim, and Xavier has to find a way to match that intensity.
Fremantle needs it, doesn't get it. Marquette, lead is 9. They'll try to balloon it to double digits here. Shooting 53%. And rugby match in the paint. Fremantle and John will sort it out when we come back to Milwaukee.
Well, if you played for Steve Wojciechowski, you learn how to play point guard. Look at the patience. Trap falls apart, and DJ Carton played the best basketball of his career.
Real time. Marquette on the road in Chicago. DJ Carton, exclamation point. Mr. Basketball in Iowa just settles, showing off all of his wares.
From Bettendorf, Iowa. And, boy, his YouTube highlights started coming out when he was about a sophomore. Steve Wojciechowski recruited him hard. He chose Ohio State, but has come full circle and ended up back here at Marquette where he belongs. And Coach said when DJ plays well, we can beat anybody in the country. And lately, he's been playing extremely well.
And you can see that's why they call him Mr. Second Half around here of late. Quiet first half against DePaul, but turned it on with a 17-burger in the second half.
Learning how to play point guard, trying to set up his teammates early in these games, and then exploding. And talk about exploding.
That's a free bucket for Adam Kunkel. Greg Elliott just lost the hand. Hot potato for Marquette.
I tell you what, Marquette looks like a legit NCAA tournament team, Bob, but then they have turnovers like that so often. They just can't put win streaks together, and those are just those unforced pick-six type of plays that just kill you over the course of the season.
Carton measures up. Finds McEwen. 6 to shoot. And they won't get a shot off. Pass was too high for Theo John. Scruggs. Feed and foul. Tomorrow, Wisconsin battles Luka Garza and Iowa on Fox. With so much still to play 4 on the final day of the regular season. These two conference heavyweights, they'll look to bolster their positions heading into the Big Ten tournament and the Big Dance. That's tomorrow, noon Eastern, on Fox, on the Fox Sports app. Hawkeyes, Bucky, going at it. Close out the Big Ten campaign. Regular season, that is. It's tourney time next week. Likewise here in the Big East. Kane is able.
Good ball screen action, good passing, great attack of the rim, and just a big-time effort.
Marquette re-extending, +9. Scruggs, who has been hounded all night, but no worries, takes the shot. Just a tad too much on it. Interior feed, Lewis, blocked. Brian Griffin measures the freshman. And then rewarded on the other end.
That's what Xavier has to do. Turn that defense into offense. A tremendous block, great physicality, and Scruggs will find you. He's a tremendous leader and a great passer, and that's how they have to score.
How about Brian Griffin doesn't admire his block, just hustles back and gets the stuff for the Musketeers. On to Lewis. Frustrating first half for the freshman, and it continues.
Yeah, look at Griffin. I mean, he's playing hard right now, right? Coming up with the loose balls. He gets that block shot, sprints the court, then sprints back and comes up the 50-50 ball. That's a man on a mission right there.
Scruggs looks for an opening. Finds a man open, but side of the rim for Odom. And a foul called on Marquette underneath as bodies went after the loose change.
Marquette foul 25, Kobe McEwen.
They'll whistle it on McEwen.
16 foul. Checking in for Marquette, number 4, Theo John. Number 5, Ray Williams.
Oh, man. I mean, that's not a foul.
I think 25 agrees with you, Jess Settles.
I mean, it's kind of nice to have the fans in here to hear the Boo Birds a little bit, isn't it, Bob? It's been a long time.
It has been all season. 1,800 on hand here in Milwaukee as Kunkel loads up but misses. And the scrum won by Garcia. Seven-point lead for the Golden Eagles. Theo John, the left hand, pushes it in, shot put style.
Well, that's a weight room move by Theo. I mean, he gets double teamed, and you expect him to kick that out, and he says, no, I'm going to conquer the double team.
Wojo says his senior playing his best basketball, even though he's been banged up and battling the flu of late. Not the bad stuff, just the good old-fashioned regulation flu. Garcia. Ooh. Wicked off the back end of the backboard. Musketeers try to capitalize. Scruggs on the attack, foul before it. And we take a break in Milwaukee. The big fellas working hard in the paint.
Griffin keeps the hands up. The little Bill Russell, keep it in play and run the court, big fellas. Scruggs will find you. You deserve that one. And at the other end, it doesn't matter if there's a double team. I'll go right through it.
Millions of kids nationwide without their normal access to sports and play due to COVID-19. That's why Fox Sports and Good Sports are restoring play for kids and the programs that serve them through donations of brand new sports equipment. Text PLAY, P-L-A-Y, to the number on your screen to help kids get them back in the game. We got bodies back in the game. In the building tonight for the first time, 1,800 on hand, some season ticket holders, some students, actual living, breathing people. Just Settles.
So nice to see. I was on 3rd Street this afternoon. You could feel a buzz in the air. People were talking about the game tonight, and just been such a difficult year. It's great to see so many people in here cheering and have a good time.
think I saw a dumpster full of those cutouts outside of Fiserv Forum. Good riddance.
No doubt.
All right, here's Scruggs. What a terrific offseason he had. Not only built his body and his physical game up, but the mental game, the leadership role has accelerated for the Musketeers this season.
They're going to make a run here. It's going to be on his back. I mean, everything goes through him. He had a huge game the first time these two teams played. He's an excellent defender. He's developed as a point guard. He gets teammates open. And he's one of those guys who can have a big scoring night and also get other people involved. You see a lot of times around the country, a guy will have a big scoring night and have 1 assist. He can have 25 points and 7 assists.
Travis Steele said the game slowed down for him. When you hear that from your head coach, you know good things are in store. Theo John called for the charge, and then the entanglement there with Jason Carter. Jason says, hey, I just got back in.
I just love the chippiness of Big East basketball. Take the charge, a little bit of a scrap, and I don't know. I'm not messing with Theo John. Are you, Bob?
No, never.
I mean, that kid lives in the weight room. One of his teammates said he eats weights, and you can tell. Plays so hard.
Second all-time here at Marquette in block shots. Jim McIlvain, 399 in his career. No bucket there. Carton gets wiped out. Carter called for the foul. He ain't happy. More chippiness here in Milwaukee.
Team foul.
I'm with Carter. Just a
You're
play
speechless.
on.
You're speechless,
I mean,
Jess.
as play on, it's Big East basketball. He falls down. Let's keep it going. I mean, Xavier's had some bad luck the last couple of games on calls. That game against Georgetown in the first half, it just seemed like everything went against them. They were in foul trouble, technical foul. It's just, did Carter just get another one?
No.
Xavier foul, 25.
Yeah,
Carter.
he did. I thought they might give it to Wiltshire, but Carter got it, and that's 4 on Jason Carter. And he better be careful.
Checking in for Xavier, 13, Brian Griffin.
Oh, that time he just
Displaced him, didn't he?
Yeah, a little hip shimmy there to get rid of Garcia.
Garcia is such a load, but you have that initial contact was fine, but you can't displace him that far out, especially when you already picked up a couple.
So Carter on the bench for the Musketeers with 4 personals here. Wow. He's got 2 and change to go in the first half. Scruggs more on his plate now. 18-footer goes, and the senior responds. He'll lap up extra responsibility. You know that.
A great response by him. I mean, he was so frustrated against Georgetown, just couldn't get a rhythm with all of the calls going against him, but he is battling, keeping his team in this one.
Craig Elliott and the body hang. Poetry in motion at the rack.
Such length and touch, and the reach out, a soft kiss off the glass.
Special bucket there, Marquette. Back in front by 7. Scruggs hits the deck. Foul called on the Columbia Blue Golden Eagles. But back on the other end, look at Elliott.
Wow. I mean, might have been a foul, but just reaches out, extends it, and has the athletic ability to kiss it off the glass.
And with real people in the building, Jess, we've got real booing. Haven't heard a whole lot of that this season. They're not in favor of the call that sends Scruggs to the line.
All great scorers know how to get fouled, know how to parade to the line, and Scruggs shoots at 83%, so it's just an automatic couple points when he gets to the line.
Delivers there. 55 for Marquette is Jose Perez. Carton Yes. Little floater, and he just stops on a dime, Jess, to give himself that space.
Well, he's dominant with his left hand, but I didn't mean he couldn't go right. I mean, he showed right there his versatility. And Scruggs is a great defender. That's just a nice little floater.
Kunkel. Friendly roll on the road for a bucket there. A minute to go here in Milwaukee. Timeout Marquette. We will stay here and remind you that coming up, be sure to stick around for the Jeep Grand Cherokee halftime report. Rob and Steve will be there. They'll recap a busy day in the Big East as more surprises. But the way the Big East has gone, are they really surprises? They'll sort it out. Plus first half numbers and pictures from the action here in Milwaukee. And there's been plenty. Final minute to go here, Jess. And what does Marquette do? What does Xavier do when they get their hands on the basketball?
I'd still like to see Garcia either on the post or set a ball screen for Carton to keep attacking that paint. And Xavier's got to find a way to get to the free throw line here, get dribble penetration by Scruggs and kick out for a shooter. Good job by Scruggs of keeping his team in it. A minute to go. It's only a 5-point game, and they haven't played very well. But this is a tight one.
Yeah, do the math. If you're Xavier and get a stop here, get a bucket on the other end, you head to the locker room in pretty darn good shape, considering everything.
Here's that ball screen, a little pick and pop.
Garcia loads up, long one, grazes the rim. Exactly what Xavier needed, Jess.
Great defense. That's where you want Garcia, because he's capable of shooting that. You want him out there instead of on the box. And
that's Symir Torrens checking in for the Golden Eagles. And now big possession here for Xavier. Try to cut into this deficit before halftime. Not there. And now game clock and shot clock, about 4 seconds between them. Torrens at the controls.
Again, just a ball screen, and we'll see him attack off of this.
Elliott, step back three, buries it. Scruggs has time. He'll launch, he'll load, he'll miss it. And Marquette, a whole bunch of momentum. Head to the locker room here on senior night in Milwaukee. They lead the Xavier Musketeers, bumping it to +8 on that bucket there. Marquette 32, Xavier 24. Halftime next. On the way here on FS1. Sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee. You saw the damage done by Marquette in the paint, Jess. Now, if Xavier had the three fly in for the counter punch, that would help the cause, but they're not getting anything from outside the arc.
Yeah, 1 for 11 won't get it done. 8 turnovers won't get it done, but they're still within striking distance. And Zach Fremantle has to step up, one of the best young players in the country. He's getting doubled. He has to make a quicker decision on the post, snap the ball out to the open shooter or cutter right away. He can't think because the physicality of Marquette right now is overwhelming him.
Yeah, Fremantle, the big goose egg in the first half. This is a kid who came in with 6 consecutive double-doubles. So far, just 3 boards and nothing in the score column for the sophomore. Good look there, but it rolls off, and here comes Kobe Jones. Cross-court feed, nicely done. A nice finish by Odom. Good start for the Musketeers.
Well, that transition defense was a very big concern for Coach Wojciechowski, so that's what they have to do, Xavier. Get those easy baskets. Don't let them set up in the half-court defense.
Jay Carton,
again,
short on the 3.
Got to push it here.
Scruggs wants Fremantle. trying to create something out of nothing. Scruggs for three. Empty trip for Xavier.
Yeah, a couple of nice looks. Great pass by Odom. Scruggs gets a clean look at it. It's got to knock that one down.
And then silly reaching foul there on the other end.
Xavier
Created by Odom.
Well, Xavier has to continue to run. That's where they're getting their easy passes. Great court vision by Colby Jones, and that's a tough pass and tremendous finish. Play defense, turn it into offense, and don't let that defense set up for Marquette.
Yeah, Travis Steele says more of that, gentlemen. Tartan flip back to McEwen. Rebound Scruggs. Whistle it.
Foul number 4, Theo John, third.
Talked about it. Both teams, they want to get physical, get after it, but the officials keeping a close eye on it as well.
A tough game to officiate, and there's so many physical players out there. So much on the line for Xavier. Marquette not backing down at all.
Justin Lewis in. Theo John to the bench. Mike DeCourcy says Xavier, one of the last 4 in. That was before the tip tonight. So the importance of this game for the guys from Cincinnati is vital. Quick turn and pop. Not this time for Wiltshire. Good ball movement. Carton takes it in. Whistle and a foul. We talked about DJ Carton. Explosive second halves of basketball on display this season. Does he have another one in him tonight, Jess?
Yeah, I mean, growing up, he was more of a points guard, where he's always looking to score and always looking to attack. He's turning into a true point guard now, and we talked about his ability to go left, but he was just as quick going to the right in that sequence, and he has a tremendous future. He's at the right place playing for Coach Wojciechowski, who I used to have some old battles with back when he was at Duke, and I'm telling you right now, Coach Wojciechowski was a tremendous point guard at both ends of the court.
Sometimes players who transfer looking for that greener grass, it doesn't always work out. For Carton from Ohio State to Marquette, so far a perfect fit.
And he had a relationship with this program at a very young age. There you go, Freeman.
Zach Freemantle, welcome to the contest.
Nice job of putting him right there at the high post, and can't double him there, and he turns and attacks, and that's what he has. He's one of the best young players in the country. He's a complete player, and he's going to have an incredible career at Xavier.
Yeah, he's a gym rat too, so he'll work hard, even though it took him this long to get his first deuce.
Yeah, before the night's over, he'll have that double-double.
Garcia, the back down, 5 to shoot. He does. He scores. Dawson Garcia, so long and lanky, tough to defend, and when he gets that deep, well, pick your poison. Try to get a double on him. He just worked solo for that bucket. Scruggs taking it in strong. Hits the deck. Paul Scruggs knows he has to put this team on his shoulders again tonight.
Just nothing there, and he just makes it happen with just a little bit of daylight.
Marquette lead is 6. Garcia wants it on the back down, and Scruggs.
Well, great players never have 2 bad halves in a row, and you got to love Freemantle. You got to love how he gets the ball at the high post here. And great job by Coach Steele to put him up top, open up the paint, a 2-fister, and they're going to win this game. Scruggs and Freemantle have to have outstanding second halves, and they're definitely capable. Those 2 guys are walking buckets.
So the foul went against Marquette. Scruggs hit the deck, sold it. Got the ball back in the hands of the Musketeers. They trail by 6, and it stays that way. Overlay by Jones. Carton. Drive and kick. Kane rattles out. Boy, that looked good on the release.
Oh, man, that really was. It was halfway down, and man, well, I don't know how that one's going to fall.
Ball swing. Bounce feed. Finish by the X-Men. Wilcher. The easy lay-in. Musketeers within 4.
The prettiest offensive possession of the night. Good things happen when you swing the ball around the perimeter, a little shot fake, and that's how Xavier's supposed to do it.
Carton, floater goes. DJ, not afraid to take it in no matter how many bigs are living in the paint. Scruggs, Fremantle goes up high, gets fouled by Lewis.
Yeah, this ball movement is so much better in the second half. Fremantle's joined the party. Whip it around. Wilcher, nice kiss off the glass. But DJ Carton wants nothing of it. The floater, no one does it better.
This Wednesday, the Big East tournament tips off at Madison Square Garden. Will Villanova take the conference crown? Will Creighton or Seton Hall rise up? Or will a Cinderella team emerge? Catch all the excitement March 10th through the 13th on Fox, FS1, and the Fox Sports app. If Xavier just settles, wants to make some noise at MSG, then plays like this will help get them there.
Yeah, there's a reason why they're the top assist team in the Big East. Everybody touches the ball, great dribble penetration, and when they make the extra pass and get that defense spinning, it's a thing of beauty.
Second half field goals, Xavier much better than the first half, where it was a slog. They just could not set any tone, could not find a rhythm, couldn't get comfortable offensively. They're within striking distance here in the second half. Fremantle doesn't get the roll. Great position, nothing to show for it. And then Carton stripped on the backside. Theo John, who else underneath the pile, causes the tie-up.
Yeah, great play drawn up for Fremantle coming out of the dead ball, but that's just a shot he typically makes, gets it down there at point-blank range, and he's got to get himself going here. Every basket counts with so much on the line, but great job by both teams of getting down on the floor, and Xavier comes up with it.
Opportunity again to slice into this deficit. To Fremantle. Pull up, yes. Good awareness to not attack that time, just pull it up from 8.
High IQ basketball to get him again away from the basket, set that ball screen, roll, and you're exactly right. Just go straight up. Man, he's so much fun to watch. He's so skilled for a big man.
McEwen handoff to Elliott. Theo John wants it and gets it. And a disruption, but a foul. It'll be whistled against Kobe Jones.
Fremantle's had some good action at the top of the key in this game. And try to trap the ball screen. He just rolls to the basket. And yeah, I see you. Just keep it coming in here.
Team fouls at 3 apiece. John again, quick spin. Fremantle's there. Tough pass in the paint. Quick launch. Not there for Greg Elliott. And the bust out disrupted with a foul on McEwen.
Kobe McEwen, third personal, fourth team foul.
Almost better that time, just because Xavier had a head of steam. And they were thinking good things on the other end.
Yeah, pretty good foul. Odom's done a nice job on his digs in this game. He's been unlucky a few times, but when he comes down with the purpose to take that ball away from the bigs. And he does all the little things that don't show up in a stat sheet.
Costly, however, for McEwen. That's his third. Drive. And a foul. Odom to the line. And the freshman getting up big time on this drive.
Yeah, there are times that it feels like Xavier settles a little too much from the perimeter, and They have so many offensive weapons that can beat the defender with the bounce, and that's a perfect example of it. Good things happen when they can get inside the paint there, but they've opened the paint up a little more in this second half, moved Fremantle out to start more sets, and the guards are just attacking.
The freshman, along with Kobe Jones, all the newbies for Steve Wojciechowski at Marquette. Big East is in good hands for the future.
Yeah, these two teams are going to be fun to watch go at it for a few years. There's some great young talent on the court.
Lead is 3 for Marquette. Elliott finds Torrance, who's in there now for McEwen. Carton wants John. Theo with 5 to shoot. And they call the foul before the spin and emphatic dunk that won't matter. Fremantle, though, his 3rd.
Well, Odom was just waiting in between, and right when he put the ball on the floor, he came down to double, but he's sensing it just spun and almost tore the backboard down.
You know, you never know, Jess. Maybe continuation. So keep the good flow going. Instead, it's just a foul. Elliott tied up in the paint. How about it? Scruggs getting nasty there with Elliott.
I'll tell you what, if Marquette won the toughness battle in the first half, Xavier's definitely matched it here in the second half. I mean, they are playing physical and smart at the defensive end, and they're attacking the rim at the offensive end. A completely different team. Great job by Coach Steele to get his team ready to come out and fight.
Official timeout.
And the officials, they're going to call a timeout. I think Theo John. Yeah, he's getting some medical attention, and so is Fremantle, for that matter. Maybe on all the rough stuff on the dunk that didn't count, we drew blood both ways, Jess.
Yeah, both those guys, you put a few bandages on them, and they play a little better, but those guys are tough. I mean, they are tough as nails. This is a physical Big East battle. I love it. What a difference. What a different level of intensity Xavier's playing with in this half.
You know, toughness night in and night out in this conference. Will it translate to success in the NCAA tournament? You see the net rankings as we wind down the regular season tonight here in Milwaukee. Xavier right there, but well, you don't want to chance anything. Suffer an L here and then force your hand in the Big East tournament to make a deep run and impress everybody.
Yeah, Mike DeCourcy, I talked to him this afternoon. He said if they would lose this game, they would have to do something exceptional in the Big East tourney to get in, and they don't want to put themselves in that position.
Fremantle, all kinds of tangled. Swing it to Kunkel. Hand it to Scruggs. Opening. Dish. 3 on the way. Wilcher buries it and beats the clock in the process. We are tied in Milwaukee.
Timeout Marquette.
Timeout Marquette. And the X-Men have new life on the road. Fighting for their NCAA tournament lives. Trying to impress some bodies along the way.
Zach Fremantle had to step up his game in this second half as Xavier wanted to win, and it's amazing his patience on this play. You don't have to attack the entire defense. Be strong with the ball. Get it to your teammate. They move it around, and we all know what Scruggs can do. He gets that deep. He is a brilliant passer. Big-time shot for Wilcher, and that's Xavier basketball. Don't try to conquer the double team. Don't try to play one-on-one. Move it around. Find an open teammate.
And how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Our first tie of the ball game since it was 2-2 when Marquette took it and ran and tried to run away and hide with this one. Oh no. Game on here in Milwaukee. We're tied at 38.
Tell you what, up there dominating the paint in the first half. Xavier up 18-14 now in points in the paint. That's been the story.
Greg Elliott breaks the tie. Elliott strong to the hoop, smile on his face. He's got a dozen. Marquette back in front. Scruggs hounded by John and Carton. And the deflection almost gobbled up by Torrance. Well, we broke the tie. But these two teams not giving ground tonight. Marquette leading it by a deuce. On the road in Milwaukee, Xavier trailing by 8 at the half. They have tightened things up. Down a 2 spot for the Marquette Golden Eagles. Games this year for this Musketeer squad, Jess Settles, they have been precious because they have dealt with the roller coaster of COVID and starting and stopping, starting and stopping again.
Yeah, just nobody's been through more trials and tribulations than these guys. I mean, they've been isolated. They've been on and off the court. I mean, it's so hard to work the kinks out. They have so many young guys who are making a big difference and need the practice time. But, I mean, that doesn't matter now. They know the significance of this game, and they're stepping up in this second half. And Kunkel, my goodness, he looks good out there.
Stepping up to tie it at 40 is Kunkel. Hero in the first meeting in Cincy. Elliott uses the screen, finds Garcia, who finds Carton. DJ doesn't go. Garcia, though, and a block underneath by Wilcher. No payoff, however. CJ wanted that 3 bag.
Yeah, I don't mind the shot. I mean, you make the play at the defensive end. You have a transition opportunity to stick one. Keep putting those up.
John to Garcia. Pretty! Counted at 1. The two big fellas working in tandem.
No, you'll never see a prettier pass from a big to a big. And when the double comes down, John just instantly gets rid of it. Doesn't allow the trap to happen. And Garcia finishes as well as any young player in the country around the rim.
The freshman admits he loves to talk a little trash from time to time, but tonight, just doing it with his actions out there.
I just, again, love how he steps up to the free throw line as a big. It's automatic.
He's got 11. Marquette back in front. Uncle on the move. Torrance doesn't give up the ground, and neither does Kunkel. Wow. Went right after the bigger man.
Well, I thought he was dead in the water. That was a low percentage shot, but he wasn't listening, and he's found his rhythm.
Carton comes up short. Cleared by Wilcher. Xavier, much better offense here in the second half. Fremantle lost it. Marquette got a piece of it. John with the feed. The scoop goes by Torrance. Symir, right place, right time. Marquette in front by 3.
Well, I've watched a lot of big men across the country play this year, but does anybody make a quicker decision on the block with the basketball than John? I mean, he's had 2 incredible dimes back to back.
Playing with a passion in his senior campaign. Final game here at home in Milwaukee. Nothing there for Wilcher. It'll be Marquette basketball You talked about the weight room. How about the vision of number 4?
And when John gets the ball, you need to cut with integrity. The defense falls asleep. Yeah, flex your muscles. Big time cut and even better pass.
And now Wilcher Gimpy as he checks in with the training staff. Well, this game taking its toll tonight. Backdoor lob! Jamal Keane on the receiving end. Well, that had all the makings for another one for Marquette. Free ball, though. Fremantle with a hand in his face somehow launches and smoothly deposits a triple.
What a huge momentum shot. That's what he does, but that just snapped the net. And Marquette, well, you talk about a team that's passing the ball well. My goodness, Fremantle.
Into Garcia. Matched up on Jones. Help comes over by Carter. Step back 3, and it goes 14-4-3. Could have taken the 2, Jess, but, you know, back up the toes a tad, and you get an extra point.
Well, he catches an hoop and shows you what he can do above the rim, and then he steps out and says, I've got the range, as well as Marquette passing the ball, or what? A little backdoor action. Where's Kane? There he is. And then Freeman says, I got to step out and join this party. And Kane says, anything you can do? Yeah, I can do a lot better.
Big East men's tournament bracket. Now, this is not set in stone, and here's why. If Marquette wins tonight, then swap out the Golden Eagles with the Butler Bulldogs for that game against Georgetown in the first round. And if Xavier gets the W tonight, then they don't play on March 10th at all. They would move into the quarterfinals and swap out the Musketeers with Seton Hall and face St. John's. You get all that, Jess?
Well, there's a lot of hope there for both teams, right? And if you are a bubble team, you have to remember not all the other bubble teams in the country are going to win, right? So you just have to take care of your own business and see what happens. But Marquette, if they don't turn the ball over, you know, with the injuries to Villanova and all the crazy things happening, they could make a run in the tournament and win that sucker.
Loose change. Torrance out of it. And Marquette with it. The lead is 5 with 7 and change to go.
And good things have happened when John has touched it on the low block.
That's a good thing. He just slipped every Xavier defender for the easy flush.
He is making all the right decisions on the pass and the catch, and that's what you call a high percentage shot.
To a 7-point cushion for Marquette. Scruggs with it. Through the traffic. Short, but a regather by Xavier. Cross-court kick. Jones. Kobe McEwen got left in the dust. Foul called. Meanwhile, the easy pickings for the guys in championship blue.
Great couple of minutes for John. I mean, we saw him passing the ball, but he just slips the ball screen. No help on the backside. Carter's got to jam him. John just goes up and he dunks with authority. I tell you what, if I was a defender, I'd just get out of the way.
Kobe Jones at the line for Xavier, shooting 2.
So Jones to the line. Carter returns for Marquette. DJ, second half explosiveness. That's his calling card. Will he be a factor here down the stretch for Marquette? You got to believe that 21 will have a say.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, he takes over typically about this time of the game, 6.5 to go. Here's Xavier. You want to try to keep the ball out of his hands.
Ewan heats up and scores. There's another guy. Foul trouble for Kobe here in the second half. But be careful if you're Xavier. McEwen can light it up, and he did in that December matchup in Cincinnati. So did this guy for the game winner. And it was a lot tougher than that three, I'll tell you that.
I have no idea how Scruggs was able to hang in the air from the left side of the backboard, float out of bounds, and throw the perfect pass right in the pocket for the open three. That's as impressive of an assist as I've seen all year.
Almost an and one for Theo John. He'll have to earn it at the stripe, but look at the awareness.
I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, he just assumed that Kunkel would be there. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I want to say Magic Johnson territory, but that's as good as a pass I've seen all this entire season.
Yeah, it's special. Did that without GPS to find the open teammate, and Kunkel buried it.
Unbelievable pass.
Good on the first for Theo John, who's shooting 73% from the free throw line. He was abysmal in the first 3 years of basketball at Marquette, but look at that. You'd never know it. Mom and Dad thrilled to be in the building to watch Theo play one more time here in Milwaukee. Marquette in front by 6. Fremantle. Oh! John got a piece of the ball and of Zach. And Wojo thought it was all ball.
Wow, this is Big East basketball. Might have got him with the... might have got him coming down, but you talk about this is one of the top shot blockers in the country going up against one of the top young players. And that was a great collision at the rim.
Fourth foul on John. They'll preserve him here. Wojo will get him out. But you got to believe not for long. One more for Fremantle, who was scoreless in the first half. He's got 8 here in the second half. That was some big boy basketball underneath. Kane to McEwen. Lewis now the freshman in there. Taking over Theo John's spot. Carton misses the corner three, but a reload. And Wojo resetting his guys. Lewis on the attack! And the finish!
Fremantle did the right thing to hedge hard to get the ball out of DJ's hands, but he did not sprint back and didn't get the right angle and just got dunked on.
Took a long time for the freshman to join the scoring column, but did he ever? Kunkel. No. Scruggs. Yes. Bailing underneath the senior with 14.
What a game. Both teams fighting on every possession, every rebound. So physical.
Ain't it fun? That'll be a foul on Kunkel. Got a little grabby there on Kane. Back to the flush by Justin Lewis. He missed a month of action. And now feeling fresh again, Jess.
Great job. He was not going to be denied. And have we seen some tomahawks in this one? And Coach Wojciechowski saying, keep going to the rim. That was outstanding.
This kid's got a 7-foot 2-inch wingspan, does Justin Lewis.
So you just saw it.
Yeah, you can take off from that far out and still finish with authority. As Kane drains the first. Lewis back here earlier in the season. They played their cross-state rivals from Wisconsin. DJ Carton was at the line, missed the free throw. Lewis tipped it in at the buzzer, and the Golden Eagles bettered the Badgers. Tonight they're trying to erase the Musketeers on their senior night and close out the Big East regular season. Cross-court feed to Scruggs. He'll drive, and he'll score. Paul Scruggs. Again, he can put this team on his back, and he is trying.
He's in the right frame of mind in this second half, I'll tell you. I mean, those tough shots he made in the first half, he knew he couldn't continue that. He's just relentless attacking the paint, either getting somebody open or finishing like that.
McEwen, determined, comes up short. Kissed off the window hard. Here's Kunkel. Here is an easy bucket on the backside by Wilcher. What awareness from 5 to 0.
Well, it started with Kunkel at the defensive end. He got the stop, pushed the rock, and found the wide open. But what about Justin Lewis? You talk about wingspan. Yeah, don't take a perimeter shot. Go in and try to tear down the rim. And Scruggs, I want to go deep into the tournament. It's going to take a win like this.
One thing I know for certain, Al McGuire with Hank Raymonds by his side just settles, would love a game like tonight. And these two coaches, Steve Wojciechowski, Travis Steele, they got their guys prepared. They got them fighting and clawing for every possession.
Well, Coach McGuire would love the physicality of this one, wouldn't he? I mean, he was all about toughness. I'm not sure he'd like all the three-point shots, but these two teams have gone at it. This is turning into another classic, and you just have to love Big East basketball. I love how tough these guys are, how physical they are. Guys are limping on and off the court. It's just, the determination's incredible.
Al used to call them a street fight, and oftentimes his guys were tougher in the streets and in the courts. Marquette with the basketball, trying to preserve a three-point cushion. We're under 3 to go in regulation. Inside the John, swatted away. And that's all Xavier needed. Shot clock violation. Musketeers get it right back.
Oh, an incredible possession defensively. Kunkel did not let Carton get the ball back. And Mr. Everything Scruggs doing it at both ends of the court. He's an elite defensive player as well. I've been so impressed with him tonight. And if you're Xavier, you don't want to settle. If you have that lane, you want to attack with the dribble.
Like this? Or like that? No, blocked by John! Marquette D's up with their senior clogging it up.
What a block. I mean, I thought that one was going down. He just rose and got a fingernail on it.
Garcia, he wanted to double the lead for Marquette. Jones up top to Scruggs. Whip it to Scruggs for the tie. Brackets off, Garcia cradles.
If you're Marquette, they're going to try to get Carton in a high ball screen situation and ram him to the left side. And if you're Xavier, you cannot let him get downhill in this possession. Stay home on the shooters and see what happens.
Carton zigzags, comes up short.
He got exactly where he wanted to get, but then Scruggs just swiped it out of there at the last second.
And then Scruggs,
oh, man,
he takes it in strong.
Timeout, Xavier.
Timeout, Xavier. They're within 1. And Paul Scruggs, we continue to say and continue to push the issue. He'll put the team on his back because of plays like this on that end and then back the other way to creep his team back within 1, Jess.
Well, that's just And an amazing play at both ends of the court. I mean, DJ Carton did exactly what we said he was going to do. He gets to the left side, he gets downhill, he gets the block, and then Scruggs brings it coast to coast, and defense is set. There's still nothing you can do about it. How good has he been in this game? The high degree of difficulty shots, the assists, the defense, the blocks, the touch around the rim. His stock is going up and up and up, and trust me, he knows what's on the line in this game and going forward. They've been through so much adversity. Indianapolis native, this is the time of the game when he likes to take it over.
1 minute remaining.
Another classic.
Carton gets deep. And scores with Scruggs on his backside. Paul thought he had a little sneaky block on Carton, but DJ connects. Marquette in front by 3. Fremantle, kick it. Kunkel for the tie. In and out. Hoop wouldn't have it. And a foul there.
Xavier foul.
In the backcourt. Odom had to. Time running out here on Xavier. But how about DJ Carton getting this deep and somehow squeezing it in, Jeff?
Playing bully ball. I mean, the first time he gets his shot blocked, no intimidation. No, it comes right back at the defense, and that's confidence. And that's what you want out of your young point guard. Put the bad play behind you and go make something happen. The other end, another outstanding offensive sequence, though, for Xavier. It's a wide open shot for the guy who you want to take it, and it's just in and out.
Hit it in December, not this time. We wondered if DJ Carton would have a say down the stretch of this one. Wonder no more. He can push this lead to 4 and does. Both teams in the bonus. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. Training staff getting a workout for Xavier tonight. Nothing new in the Big East. Carton, calm, cool. And a pair at the stripe. Marquette in front by 5. Xavier needs a score in a hurry. Scruggs will try to get it. He'll defer to Fremantle. The 3 isn't there. Tipped around. Last touch by the Golden Eagles.
Well, they'll look at this one to see who this went off of, but a tremendous decision by Scruggs. Another wide open shot. Fremantle just can't knock it down.
Yeah, both teams will huddle up. Pat Driscoll, Lamar Simpson, Tony Chiazza. They will head to the monitor, and before they look at it, you will at home.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you want to wear the stripes? That touched about 3 or 4 bodies on the way, OB. But a critical possession here. Xavier needs it. And things get sorted out here. Now from there, it looks like it hit Kobe Jones on the shoulder, Jess. Kane has it there, but watch the basketball right there. Is that Jones' shoulder blade?
Definitely hits the shoulder. Does it go back and hit the elbow, though, of Kane?
Oh, good
shoulder
point.
for sure. I think it grabbed that elbow of Kane's. Here's a better angle.
So Kane there, Jones there, and then, yep, Kane up. Good call, partner.
Oh, that was tough. That's going to be the call.
And they're going to say Marquette basketball. Travis Steele will get an explanation. Boy, it took us, and it took 2 of us looking at it 5, 6 times. And we thought it was Kane on the last graze. But the officials say Marquette basketball with 20 ticks remaining.
Yeah, try to get a steal right away, maybe allow one pass, and then you're going to have to collapse and foul.
Almost got the swipe there. Time running out on the Musketeers. Marquette burned off almost 8 seconds there playing keep away.
Xavier foul number 5 out of Uncle. Fourth personal.
Uncle finally gets the grab.
Entering for Xavier, 32 Zach.
And it'll send Kane, or rather McEwen, to the line.
At the line for Marquette. 25.
Kobe could all but ice it here on the 1-and-1. Xavier still has hope. Gotta hurry here. Scruggs for 3. Need it. Don't get it. And Carton clears, and that should ice it for Marquette.
Xavier foul number 3. Kobe
They will get the W here on senior night. National Marquette Day, where they had a virtual sellout. They've got blue and gold clad fans across the country watching this one, and they're going to go to 500 at 13-13, 8-11 in Big East play, and perhaps just settles a crushing loss for Xavier here to go with 6-7.
Marquette was definitely the more physical team early in this game, and a Marquette fan, you got to be proud of your team the way they played over the last few games. But Xavier matched that intensity in the second half, and they definitely had their opportunities on the last 3 or 4 possessions. They just could not knock in those open shots, and now Xavier's got a ton of work to do in the Big East tournament.
And the acknowledgments, and the hugs, and the love, and the noise in this building for the first time all year. It'll send the Marquette seniors out in style. It goes final. Marquette wins it over Xavier 66-59 and close the curtain on the Big East basketball regular season. It is all set for the madness to begin at Madison Square Garden. Marquette will open it up against Georgetown, and yes, Wednesday action will see Xavier playing Butler. That'll do it here from Milwaukee. Coming up next, our triple header continues as Utah State faces off against Fresno State for just settles, and our entire crew in Milwaukee. I'm Bob Brainerd. Let's send it out now out west to Bob and Richie.